Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far, and sometimes Call of Duty drama, you just cannot make this stuff up. If I had to sit down pen to paper and actually write some of this stuff, I'm not sure it actually would be possible. What we're going to go through today is just some incredible stuff that happened last night. Crimsix nearly played in a 2 versus 2 tournament. They play up against a couple of guys they think are cheating, then all hell breaks loose on the timeline. The guy's dad comes into Zuma's stream while they're investigating it. Crazy scenes. We're going to run through it all today. Enjoy hearing your thoughts in the comment section below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new as always, I'd greatly appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. Thank you very much indeed for doing that. First of all, this from Venom, the sad face. So, you know, people are reading into this thinking, is it something to do with their starting lineup? Probably not, but thought I'd bring it up on screen regardless. Let's talk about this. CDL Intel says yesterday, Mac is currently scrimming in place of DiamondCon. New York Sullivan has played up against Methods, of course, Slacked, Davpatty, and Decimate, the team that they are running with in the Challenger side. So it seems like right now the team of the New York Sullivan on the starting team is Clayster, Asim, of course. Mac is now back in place of DiamondCon, and Hydra is still over there, as we discussed yesterday. That seemed to be what was going on, and in my opinion, that probably makes more sense. At least that makes the team more versatile, in my opinion, in terms of what roles these guys can potentially use at whatever juncture they decide to. And as Scrimtel says, Subliners actually beat the Dallas Empire yesterday 5-3 in map count in a scrim. So before that, they played the fantastic ball. Good day of scrims for the new team. It does indeed seem. So we'll have to see if some announcements will come out for this team over the coming days. If that is the roster they're going to be going with into stage 3. And well, that obviously makes, if they are good, that makes that group B even more deadly, as we did look at last night. Thought this was crazy from JP Krez, of course, the analyst staff over at the Subliners. This dude Hydra plays on tactical and bumper jumper at the same time. His flash is on the X button. I have absolutely mind blown. I haven't really seen anyone play on something like this. I'm pretty sure Asim also has some crazy like button combos where he uses like I don't know if it's he uses circle or he uses one of the triggers to reload, but it's something really strange like that. And I don't really know how the pros come up with this type of stuff, but if it works, it works. It's the same thing with Envoy having his headset backwards and all this type of stuff. But I thought this is pretty entertaining regardless. And this comes out as well from Clayster. I just thought this is kind of funny because you can see on the right stick right here, he has this massive control freak that he's always played on for like a decade now. And as Crimsix says, compensating for something, Clay. And Crimsix, of course, is the subject of the drama we're going to talk about just about now. So let's get into things then. So they played this UMG tournament yesterday, 2 versus 2 tournament with ILLey, and things are going kind of smoothly. They're working their way through the rounds as is tradition at this point, and then they come up in one of the late rounds against a couple of guys that Crimsix starts to think, alright, is something suspect going on with these players. They play him on a Garrison Search and Destroy. I'll play one of the clips on screen for you guys in a second, or a couple of them, where he's he's looking back in theatre mode after these guys beat them in the tourney, and looking at, okay, where are these guys looking? Where exactly, what's this guy looking at in these garrisons? How is he getting so lucky with these coincidences that he seems to be getting, where he kind of, sees Crimsix go one way, and at least, Crimsix believes that he saw him by, seeing him through the walls effectively, because I think this guy ended up refusing to put on like a monitor cam or whatever, but whether his teammate was also hacking is, a matter of conversation that we're going to dive into in a couple of minutes.
Watch this, bro. Sits there the whole time. I go Ghost Recon mode. Tom Clancy, dog. And look, right here. Bro. You're telling me that's coincidence? And I'm telling you to suck my dick. Bro, what the f, bro? He literally sat on Mox for 9, the whole entire every single defense. And the moment I prone across and pop up, he goes mid-tank.
Apparently he's that kid that we got. The kid is on Zuma stream crying right now.
Like I said, I always say this: play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Okay, buddy, you got banned, and you're crying, bro. Like, you're a grown man cheating, and you're crying.
So it was effectively 2 guys going on right here that were playing up against Crimsix and ILLey. There was this guy I Camp a Lot and this guy Worship, right? So, okay, those were the team of 2 that were facing up against Crim and ILLey. I think they took him out. I believe they've been playing some other Chals as well. I think these guys have been asking for a lot of Chals lately. That's why some people are saying, okay, maybe it's a bit suspect, the fact that these guys are going to come out of nowhere, and now they were, challenging and beating ILLey and, these type of high-tier players, of course, in some of these S&G Chals. So people are thinking, okay, are these guys actually that good, or is there something dodgy going on? And it's obviously incredibly hard to tell in these situations, but this is when it really kicks off. So this guy, I believe it was the iCampalot guy, his dad comes on the stream. I think this guy's only like 17 or something. His dad's older than us. His dad comes on the stream right here, and people obviously in his chat saying, okay, something dodgy going on, and he goes on a bit of a rant and a rage, for good reason, understandably, against Crimsix, saying that look, his son isn't cheating and all this type of stuff, and then the drama kicks off even further.
Every one of you guys that are in this stream saying he's cheating, you guys are gonna You guys are gonna be the reason why he doesn't make it to the pros, and Crimsix is gonna be too. Crimsix should be the out of here. He got beat. He's over here staring. Look at it. He doesn't even have comms to it. He doesn't have comms to anything.
Because then we go into Zoomer's stream, right? So this is where things go, oh well, completely hit the fan. Tom and Ziddy are on the case, says Methods, because, okay, well, alright, here come the boys. Let's actually investigate this one. Let's see if Crimsix is, well, telling the truth, or whether this guy is actually, well, completely legitimate, right? And it's kind of tough to tell when he's kind of accusing both of them in a way, but at the same time, maybe it's only one of them that are hacking, maybe none of them are hacking. It's really tough to tell, of course. I believe the Campalot guy, he had, like, the monitor cam on screen, so I don't really think anything suspect was going on with him, and I think, well, we'll go on to see in a couple of seconds here. Crimsix says, I think he got caught in the crossfire somewhat, but on the other side of things, certainly there was, well, it was just absolute chaos, honestly, going on last night. If you guys tuned in, I'm sure it was very entertaining. I got to see a couple of clips, which I will share on screen for you guys in just a couple of seconds here, because as Saints Nato says, Crimsix versus angry baseball coach father going down right now on Zoomer's stream. So there was such chaos going on right here, because, well, this guy's dad, of course, comes in to defend him, understandably so, because, you know, when you've got a guy like Crimsix, the greatest Call of Duty player of all time, talking about your son that, you know, he's hacking and whatever, obviously that's not going to have good implications for his his reputation and his standing. I believe he actually got these guys banned off UMG. I'm pretty sure they just banned him because, well, Crimsix and understandably so and ILLey have that kind of leverage, right? If you're going to say someone's hacking, then, you know, UMG, are they not going to listen to Crimsix? Like one of the greatest ever, if not the greatest ever? Probably that's going to be the case, right? So, you know, I think they ended up getting banned. I'm not sure whether they're going to get unbanned in time, but just absolute chaos going down, honestly. And I'll play a few of the clips on screen for you guys right now. So it kind of starts off with Crimsix versus the dad in a, well, classic fashion. I'll have to mute all the swearing because it gets kind of crazy. And, well, then it continues. So they look into some of the cheating accusations, whether the clips are dodgy. Zoomer and, well, Zinni, that being Methods, of course, don't think that anything wrong is going on really with those clips. And they say, okay, well, this is meant to be suspect or whatever. So, okay, it seems like one of the guys was kind of cleared. And then, well, apparently things even kicked off even further when, well, the COD dad started effectively, like, turn his back on the other guy that he was, well, he's teaming with, right? So his son's duo, the worship guy, that's then where they kind of went in and said, okay, well, some of these clips do look a little bit suspect. And then the COD dad then turned on the other guy, implicated him, and, well, chaos goes down.
Bro, that makes sense.
Bro, what? It makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
Why
am I not doing it in respawn? Why am I doing it in
can I talk, bro? You idiot.
I mean, you don't let anyone else talk.
It would be more beneficial to winning to hacking a 2v2 than a 4v4. Correct?
No. It doesn't make sense.
Are you guys stupid?
All right,
we're talking about no.
This is such a stupid argument.
We're talking about impact. We're talking about impact on the map.
We went to is this guy hacking or not?
Do you think he's car salesman right now?
I'm not trying to sell anything.
The only way you would know if he is 100% not cheating is if you sat behind him every single match he's ever played.
Wait, listen to me, Cram. I don't have to sit behind my son. He knows nothing about this computer.
Are you even here?
I'm not white.
Bro, this vouching. No, this vouching, bro. Like,
it's my son. What do you mean? Who the? You're sitting here trying to ruin somebody's career before it even starts.
I'm not trying to.
Swimming, is it?
No. He's standing right in a puddle.
Okay, I can't tell.
Okay, there's nothing sus with that.
Nothing sus at all.
We sound hoard him.
He's gonna reach out.
And then Crimsix ego chow just, I don't know what he did over here.
No, it was a long round. Oh, yeah,
information right there.
Like,
what the?
What?
Yeah, that's who you guys are.
That is sus.
I'm sorry.
Are you crying?
Are you crying?
Yeah, I just need to calm down right now, man.
Oh, don't cry, bro.
All right, calm down.
Don't cry, man.
Right.
Yeah, don't cry, dude.
As Enable says right here, bro, Zoomer's stream is absolutely comedy. Crim is accusing two kids of cheating. One of the kids' dads is in the call and it is getting heated. The dad then turns on his son's teammate. This is straight up gotta be scripted. I mean, of course, there was the fight last night, the Jake Paul, Ben Askren, all that type of stuff. And people were talking about it being scripted. If there's, well, anything that's, well, very tough to script, but this is just incredible scenes. As Enable says right here, I mean, well, it continues as well in the reply. Guy turned into an informant and switched up real quick. Gotta respect him, looking out for his son, because I think his son was only 17. And then, you know, as soon as as soon as the opportunity comes up, maybe to, you know, implicate the other guy so his son gets off scot-free, then, well, maybe that's something that we take up the opportunity to do. So, honestly, just incredible scenes. I don't understand how this stuff keeps happening on a regular basis. As Paulek says, that boy just turned on his bro, so I imagine those two might not be teaming up going forward anymore. But there was certainly some discussion. I mean, some people were saying that, you know, like, this guy's cheating. Some people were saying that, well, they've seen him play for a number of years and he hasn't been cheating. But I think the Worship guy apparently was refusing to put on, like, a monitor cam or whatever, so that's why people were saying, okay, a little bit suspect, but it's so tough to prove anything, right? And that's the thing with COD going to PC. It's like, how do you even tell? How do you even, like, police this type of stuff? It's incredibly difficult to do. Some clips sometimes do look dodgy, but sometimes things are just coincidences, I suppose. And then, well, you can open up their task manager and stuff and try and find what's going on, but, you know, are you really going to be able to take anything from that? It's kind of tough to say. I don't really know what even to look for. I'm sure some people know what to look for in task manager if there's something going on. Maybe there's new cheat programs coming out all the time which appear differently in that kind of environment. So honestly, it's absolute craziness. There's been so many cheating accusations going on so far this year in the challenger scene, especially. There's been a lot of frustrations. Waskin said as well, like, he didn't really want to return to competing in the challenger side just because of the amount of hackers that he has to play on a regular basis and the frustration that causes for you trying to make a run in that scene. Totally get it, totally understandable. And well, it's obviously happening in tournaments as well. Maybe these guys were clean, maybe they weren't. It's kind of tough to say, but yeah, regardless of the situation, it's a problem which is clearly occurring. And well, if it wasn't a problem that was occurring, then Crimsix and the guys wouldn't be so eager or so keen and well, so commonly accusing these players, because it wouldn't be an issue that you really had to think about. But because you are always thinking about it in the back of your minds, then well, these kind of accusations come out on a more regular basis. And well, we do have to have a discussion, I think, especially in the challenger scene, regarding whether PC COD is necessarily the future of the scene, right? With the anti-cheat stuff, we talked about it a lot during the off-season, especially when it was a massive deal right at the start of this game. It's, of course, still a massive deal, and nothing really has changed at that side of things. We get cheating accusations coming up pretty much all the time in the challenger side every single week, and yeah, the anti-cheat is still pretty much nowhere to be seen from the Activision side. And if this continues going forwards, I'm sure a lot of the players, especially in the challenger scene, of course, these guys trying to make their way up through the challenger scene, well, having a difficult time getting over some of these hurdles, because if they're not cheating, but well, they're getting accused of it, then that's well, pretty much putting a stop in their career, because all of a sudden, you know, this reputation is on your name. And some people have called in the challenger scene to go back to console next season, so that these well, issues that we've been discussing for a while now aren't too much of a big deal going forward with any luck. But well, I doubt that'll happen. I think that Activision kind of want to truck down this PC route and will kind of keep the pro scene and the challenger scene in check, or in the same boat. But yeah, obviously that has implications for the cheating side of things. As Crim finishes off with interesting stream today, had a lot of fun in the 2v2 within there. With that being said, I apologize to iCamp a lot as he was caught in the crossfire. Worship, though, was definitely cheating. Everyone who gave ILLey and I trash for talking about it, you owe us an apology. That's how Crimsix finishes off for the day. And just to finish off the video with this, I thought was interesting from round 11 stats, undefeated streaks as we head into stage 3. OpTic 6-0 on Checkmate Hardpoint, FaZe 6-0 on Moscow Search, even though they almost lost that one to the Trons Vulture, the game fight, or the round 11 they had in the grand finals. FaZe also 5-0 on Moscow Hardpoints. Okay, there's a couple of results right here that have failed to go in the other team's favour so far. I'm sure some of these will change going into stage 3. But do take your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, I'd greatly appreciate a like on the video. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. Know you enjoyed this content. Other people like you may enjoy this content as well. And I've grown the competitive Call of Duty community. Thank you very much as always. Take care. And I will see you next time.